Hello, brethren. Just gonna do a short video today. Not really sure what to call this. I guess maybe a funny response, if you will, to this guy right here, Faithful Servants of Christ. His real name is John Cragen. He at one point in time had left the Ed Fittinger, Free Grace, No Prayer, No Repentance, whatever you want to call it. He left them, and then he joined up with he tried to fellowship with myself or people like Bryan and try to interact with us. And now he's left the cult again, and now he's back to his old ways of making all these hit pieces about Bryan and myself and other brethren. It's just, typical of these people. I mean, let me just give a quick scripture on this guy. Let me pull this up here. Actually, I'll give two scriptures that perfectly describe him. Make this a little bigger. This describes him perfectly, that we henceforth be no more children tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind of doctrine, by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive. This is Ephesians 4:14, and this is a perfect description of what he does. And this has been his entire life summarized. He's constantly changing what he believes. He's one minute he's here, next minute he's there, he's here, there, and the yonder. He's a mess. He changes his beliefs more than he changes his own underwear. It's really quite sad. But another one for him, 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 21, for it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness than, after they have known it, to turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them. But it has happened unto them according to the true proverb, the dog has turned to his own vomit again, and the sow that was washed to her wallowing in the mire. Perfectly describes this guy. And this guy is just, these people are just absolute losers. I mean, he comes out just 3 hours ago he uploaded a thing, I kid you not, an 8-hour live stream about the Bryan Denlinger cult. I mean, who has time to waste 8 hours on one man? And every day he's got videos coming out of his ears now. Just Bryan Denlinger, the cult leader, and all those involved. And he's going after Aaron a lot. Phil. And he brings up my book. Oh, he's got a graven image, which it's not. I mean, I'm just gonna be blunt here. To anyone out there, if you think that cover is a graven image, you ought to look into getting professional help. I mean, seriously, I'm not even gonna waste my time on that. It's so childish. Like, yeah, okay. But this is, for those who don't know what he looks like, this is who he is. Little John Cragen over here. Just insane. And then this guy just emulates everybody. That he comes across. Every little clique, I guess, if you will, that he goes to, he just says everything that they want to hear. But the reason why I'm even wasting time on this, normally I wouldn't even care. He's so irrelevant, But he messaged me this morning, and with this here on Skype, I'll just show you this. I'm just gonna show this one little message here. He says at 11:35 this morning, he says, also, I would like the money back that you sent on PayPal. I had called him out, for being a fraud, because I'd seen that he was out there making videos about me and Bryan. I was like I called him out and said, you're a fake, But then so his response was also today. Also, I would like the money back that you sent that I sent you on PayPal. If I'm not a lost heretic, then you shouldn't be taking money from lost people. So either I get my money back or you are a hypocrite. Okay. By the way, I'm gonna point something out. That's the wrong usage of "your" there. So just thought I'd mention that. But this is the same thing these guys have tried doing to Bryan. I know Max Bauer tried doing this. After he left the ministry, I donated. You give him my money back. It's not how that works. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4, charity suffereth long and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not itself, is not puffed up, doth not behave itself unseemly, seeketh not her own, is easily not provoked, thinketh no evil, rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoiceth in the truth, beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. Okay, and if you want me minimize this, you want a dictionary definition of charity. Number 4, alms, whatever is bestowed graciously on the poor for their relief. Number 5, liberality in gifts and services to promote public objects of utility, as to found and support Bible societies, missionary societies, and others. When you donate to someone a charitable giving, you're doing it because you want to be charitable. You're doing it out of the kindness of your heart, but when you do it, you don't do it with all these hidden caveats and fine print. Let me make something very clear here, John and everyone else out there. This is not a bank. You don't come here and give a down payment, if you will, and then after you decide you don't want to support my work anymore, and you say, I want to make a withdrawal, give my money back. That's not how donations work, first of all. Okay? If you donate to me, and if you donate charitably for any reason, you do it with the assumption that you're not going to get any kickbacks. You know, it's the same spirit and logic that are in these in churchianity. That I give my weekly tithe, but then you can write off in your taxes. Well, that's not being charitable. You're just getting the money back. You know, the whole point of a donation is you give it in hopes that, okay, it's going to help the person that you're giving, but you don't expect anything in return. That's the whole point of charity. Something that you don't understand, nor any of these guys understand. It's just, where's my money? Where's my money? So I'll make something very clear. And let me make something else here. So if you at one point in time support this ministry, or my work, or anyone else's ministry, whatever you want to say, right? Because, you know, people are going to go, oh, ministry, you know, whatever, right? You donate to me, and then later on down the road, you decide not to support me. You don't magically get your money back. That's not how that works. Okay. So yeah, that's just how that works. So John, the only hypocrite here is you. But I'm gonna make this is my one and only exception where I'm gonna do this. I'm actually gonna give him his money back. Okay. He donated me back in, like, I think September, I think what it was, and I'm not gonna release all his information. But you want to see how much you want to see what he's complaining about. You want to see that money. I want my money back. You want to see what he donated me. Okay, my donation received. He sent me a whopping $1. Wow. Thank you so much, John. What would I do without you? I mean, wow, John. I mean, seriously, John. I mean, what kind of sick joke is this? You want $1? Fine. You know what? I'm gonna give you your $1. I'm gonna do it live on this video as I'm filming. I'm gonna give you your $1 back since apparently you just can't go on. I mean, it's obvious, brethren. If he's complaining to me about $1, then he must really need that $1. So, I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, there's a lot I could say. It's just like wow, $1. You know, after taxes, I can't even buy a Snickers bar at that. Not that I'd buy a Snickers bar, but I'm just, you get my point. But I'm serious though. Where's my money? Where's my money? What a moron. So, let me go here. So, John, just to make you happy, I know you're gonna keep making videos about myself and Bryan, whatever. But here's your one little $1 back. Okay, I'm not gonna refund it. I'm just gonna donate you $1 instead. So there you go, $1. Okay. So I sent him his $1. There you go. There's your donation back, John. There's your $1 for you. I hope you can get on with life now. I mean, this is like I said. I mean, just these guys are such losers. I mean, who in their right mind spends 8 hours on one man? Or, I mean, it's a joke, and does it every single day. And John, John, you're such a hypocrite. I mean, if you scroll down, you go through some of his videos, and again, all his videos are just, it's a bunch of emulated stuff that he himself never learned. It's just he got from everyone else, you know. I thought this was funny. You know, he has a Patreon page. I don't know who in the world would be paying for that. There was a couple of videos that were just funny. You know, I mean, I love this. You know, Pharisees that stalk Bible believers. Well, isn't that what you're doing? You know, Luke 11:53-54 describes trolls that obsessively attack Bible believers. And he's got, Frank from King's Table, Denlinger, and Jason Singerling. Well, aren't you doing the same thing, John? I mean, you better take down the videos, It's just amazing, I mean, you go down, it's just a bunch of just junk, I mean, again, there's another one he had too, I'd seen. Where's it at? Again, Dell possessed, just 8 months ago, Dell possessed trolls who obsessively attack Bible believers, and he's going after Denlinger. Well, you're kind of doing the same thing, John. I mean, you're kind of a big hypocrite there when you've got, you're on 8-hour streams and you're live. When I started filming this, he had another live stream going on right as I was filming this, about Bryan. He's doing another one. I mean, these people have no life whatsoever. Okay, and I mean, here, let me show what the Bible has to say about this. Just a couple more scriptures will be done, but just comical. Where are we at? Acts 17 describe who him and all his buddies, you know, that just sit around their whole life is dedicated to refuting us, you know. Acts 17:21, for all the Athenians and strangers which were there spent their time in nothing else but either to tell or to hear some new thing. Did you hear what Bryan Denlinger said today? Did you hear what JT said today? You know, that's what these guys are. They're Athenians. They're a bunch of talebearers, okay? That's all they are. That's their only purpose in life. They're a bunch of lazy bums, sluggards. They've never done anything in their entire lives, and we've now given them a purpose. You know, Proverbs 26 verse 20, where no wood is, the fire goeth out, so where there is no talebearer, the strife ceaseth, if I can say that word. As coals are to burning coals and wood to fire, so is a contentious man to kindle strife. The words of a talebearer are as wounds, and they go down into innermost parts of the belly. They're talebearers. Okay? And they purposely create strife, make all these videos, and then if you make comments like I did by saying, okay, 8-hour live stream, you know, they're gonna say, oh, you can't handle it, we're exposing the cult, and it just empowers them even more. You know, it's astounding. Let me one more verse here. This is going to describe all these losers. For it, Titus 1:15, under the pure all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure, but even their mind and conscience is defiled. They profess that they know God, but in works they deny him, being abominable and disobedient, and unto every good work reprobate. So all these guys are, him and all his little buddies that he streams with, you know, they're a bunch of reprobates. Okay? Their whole purpose in life, that's their whole thing, is just, it's really quite sad. These people deserve everything they get. When you know, instead of just going off doing their own thing, they can hate me or Bryan or anyone else for that matter. That's their business. I can't stop them from doing that, obviously. They're allowed to, they're entitled to have their opinions. Okay, do your own work, do your own thing, but no, their ministries, you know, is just dedicated to exposing the same guy every day, over and over, and sometimes doing it for 8. I mean, like I said, who in their right mind has 8 hours to waste on one man? And then this guy expects you to, if you want to donate and join my Patreon page. What a loser. So there you go, John. There's your one little dollar. You need it more. I guess you need it more than I need it, apparently. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say to that. Oh, these people just crack me up. It never ceases to amaze me, and they'll keep on with the trolling and everything else because that's the only purpose in life. So, whatever. That's all I'm gonna say there. Just thought I'd do that for everyone. Just a little bit of humor, just to show you how absolutely insane these people are. So, thank you all for watching. Have a great day. God bless you all, and stay away from these idiots.